Storing bananas might seem like a real art. Sometimes a short time is all they need to be in a state when they must be eaten immediately. How to make this eating period last as long as possible. Proper banana storage. Most of the time, no additional accessories are needed to store bananas. You just need to find a corner in your house where it will be dry, dark, and quite cool. The lack of any of these factors will most likely result in the quickening of their ripening process. Access to fresh air is also very important. No wonder that bananas packed in plastic containers or those exposed to abrasion quickly lose their shape and value. If bananas are already ripe and brown spots appear, separating individual bananas from the rest will also extend this period. Wrapping the ends of bananas with foil. Yes. This way of storage helps to prolong the ripening period of bananas. This is due to a simple biological dependency during their growing process. Ethylene is secreted, mainly at the ends, hence the mentioned separation of bananas or wrapping them with foil slows down the ripening process. Bananas green, yellow or with brown spots. We should choose greenish bananas if we want to eat them later. They will be ideal to eat when we want to. Usually just a few days of storing in room temperature is enough. They are good to eat, but they may not be sweet enough and be difficult to digest. Yellow bananas if we want to eat them very soon and we like the taste. Bananas with brown spots. If we buy a small amount to eat soon. These bananas are the healthiest and the sweetest, but their eating period is very short. If we mainly care about maximum nutritional values and not by taste and aesthetic qualities, the healthiest are fruits that already have brownish spots on the skin. Of course, this also means that they will instantly change their consistency to a brown pulp. So it is important to store them properly. If we want to store them longer, refrigeration technology is our only way. Bananas from the plantation are transported in an immature, green form. The ripening process begins when the fruit is cut off. It is often the case that bananas are transported to the target country in an unripe form, going to the fruit ripening room. There, under the influence of ethylene, the gas, which is the ripening factor, they take on a yellow color and are distributed to shops. How to speed up the ripening of bananas? Put them next to apples or other ripe bananas in a paper bag. It will speed up the ripening process. It also helps if we slightly break one of the prohibitions that we mentioned earlier. We should not expose them to extreme temperatures, direct sunshine. Moisture and the use of the fridge also won't be optimal solutions. Can you store bananas in the fridge? That depends on what we want to achieve with it. For poorly ripe bananas, it's better not to. Although bananas like the temperature a little bit below room temperature the most, the use of the fridge has a negative effect. What does that mean in this case? Unfortunately, doing this, bananas lose their vitamins. It also has other effects. The skin will darken faster, and it will also start to lose its consistency. In the case of more ripe bananas, it may be a good solution, but we need to find a place where it's the warmest and the air circulation is the best. It's usually the door or BioFresh. Interestingly, if we put bananas in the fridge and then take them out, the ripening process may not be resumed. Therefore, it is better not to put immature fruits in the fridge. Can you freeze bananas? Of course, if we want bananas to be used for a period much longer, a few months, for example, the only solution will be freezing them. In that case, a slight preparation is necessary. We need to then peel the bananas and cut them into pieces. Stored like this, they will keep many of their nutritional values and taste. Can you store bananas with other fruits? We often put the fruits in one basket, in which they have sufficient access to fresh air and the temperature is good. But despite all this, the bananas still are growing unbelievably fast. The reason for this may be the apples or tomatoes being close to them. Bananas located near them actually grow faster, so it's not worth it stacking them together. It's not a good idea to put ripe and unripe bananas together either. And what if the bananas completely turn brown? Although brown bananas are already a difficult form of fruit to eat, there is no need to throw them away, especially if we like cocktails. In that case, you should mix them, wipe them down and use them for this very purpose. They are still very valuable. What about other fruits and vegetables? Keeping them fresh can be quite a challenge too. After all, most of us don't have time for daily visits to the store, and there's no way to buy everything needed either. Here are some simple tricks you can use in your kitchen to enjoy your favorite vegetables and fruits longer. Wrap the leafy greenery in a paper towel. I would love to shake hands with the man who invented paper towels. Not only they come to rescue often, but they also prolong lives of spinach, lettuce, rocket and other leafy vegetables, which we mix in delicious cocktails so often. To use this method, wrap your greens in a few paper towels. The towel will absorb excessive moisture from the leaves, so they won't rot. They'll stay fresh. If possible, remove leafy vegetables from plastic bags, which have the opposite effect to a towel, i.e. they retain moisture and create ideal conditions for the growth of molds and fungi. Before wrapping the leaves in a towel, browse through them, separate the rotten and yellowed leaves. Keep them in the fridge not washed. Tomatoes and cucumbers should be outside of the fridge. Refrigerators are designed to extend the shelf life of our stocks. However, there are some products that feel worse at refrigeration temperature than at room temperature. Tomatoes and cucumbers that are kept in the fridge just lose their taste. Cucumbers become more watery and spoil faster. Tomatoes change their delicate structure. To prevent this, store tomatoes and cucumbers on the kitchen table in a bowl lined with a paper towel. As I said, a paper towel is irreplaceable in the kitchen, preferably in a shady place. Take carrots to the water. Carrots are a relatively durable vegetables, but after a while even in the fridge they can wither. But you can prevent that. Keep the carrots all immersed in cold water. You just have to get rid of their incisions. You're preventing this loss of water from these vegetables, so they stay crunchy and firm for longer. The parsley will behave the same way. Keep potatoes close to the apples to prevent them from germinating. Apples are another fruit that produces large quantities of ethylene, an accelerant adolescence. Interestingly, it's not the only function of this substance. Ethylene also prevents potato germination. So if you want hard, firm potatoes without germination, keep them near the apples. If only schools would teach chemistry this way. Store freshly cut herbs lightly dipped in a dish of water. Do you often use freshly cut herbs for cooking? Their aroma is irreplaceable, right? If you want to enjoy your herbs longer, store them as follows. Prepare a jar half filled with water. Then cut off the lower ends of your herbs and dip them in water. You can put the herbal jar in the fridge or keep it on the kitchen table in peace. This way your favorite herbs will not wither away and will enjoy their aroma longer. Use these tricks in your kitchen. They are simple to do and are practical. Enjoy the taste and value of your favorite fruits and vegetables much longer. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get notifications about new ones, and share this video with your loved ones. You can also buy me a coffee by clicking the link in the description under this video. Watch more and get inspired.